Okay folks, here's something a little different that we haven't done. This is something a bit one-off-ish. See how we go with it. Actually, no, we've got to take the colours out for this one. I don't know if this is going to look any good, if we can get the colours out. Anyway, enough of that. This is it. It says here, the top, goggle information. So obviously this is for ski goggles. Yeah, ski goggles, I do think. So goggle information. So this is obviously the back of it, with all the blurb on it, on the goggles. I just have to somehow put the top down, dock feeder down on top of it. Hopefully it won't slip around too much. Probably will, probably on an angle. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting actually. You can even see what you couldn't see with the naked eye. It says goggle information, so that was really quite nice. I do wonder what we can do with this. I'll just throw that away. I'm going to make it into a movement piece instead. So I'm just going to move it around. Camera hand used to press the button. Yeah, looks shit house. I've made it too far from the top. But looks interesting. Looks very interesting. Looks almost like snow itself. So I'm just going to put it up high. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting. Can't see exactly what it is though, but you know, that's the idea of abstract in many ways. That looks really nice as a still piece. I'm going to use that as our master copy. So just throw that away. That's our last, that one there. This is our one that we just did. A bit scratchy on the upper lip, on the nose. I get really itchy on the nose sometimes, folks. It really annoys the shit out of me. Fuck. This photocopier has a nostalgic smell sometimes. Sometimes it smells like the smell of styrene, like styrene-based toners. This reminds me of when I was really young, when I was a 14-year-old and I was just relatively new to photocopier art. And I used to go to the Chatswood Library a lot when I was young, and that smell of the Canon machines, yeah, memories. I do think we can darken that a bit. Just touched the button. That auto rotate is always in the way. This user interface really sucks. I really hate the way it's been made by the company, Konica Minolta. They've really done a nasty job at this. They can't get it right, folks. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, it looks a bit darker. That was before, and that's now. I don't know if I'm going to like this one. It looks a bit boring. I don't know if it's going to look any good. Maybe I put too much contrast in it. I don't know, folks. You can just make out some of those half-tone dots. Which reminds me also of Chatswood Library when I was 14, because I was doing experiments with newsprint, the old screen dots that you see in the old-fashioned black and white newspapers, and you used to make really nice images, enlarging the dots really, really big, using analog equipment. So, like the Xerox 1040 and the Canon NP270, just a couple of the ones I used at the Chatswood Library back in 1987, especially. Memories. I forgot one thing. I forgot to turn it into a negative image, but this looks better. I do think it's better than these washed out images. So maybe it was a happy accident that I made it dark. I was meant to make it a negative positive. Yeah, sometimes I've got to think of my life as a happy accident, even though it's had some unintended results, like me not making it as a photocopier artist, that I could have been something big. I started out really quite with promise when I was young, when I was a 13 and a 14-year-old, and I just, when I was 19, I saw things differently, and I figured I'd have to grow up and, take away some of my childlike love of photocopiers and the fucking, and I ended up hurting myself really badly, not following my dream. I wanted to be a photocopier technician, but I could have been an artist, and the art could have paid for a lot of money, and it could have made me happy, and I could have been something, but I wasn't in the end. I've got to make this God, I forgot to switch it to mirror once again. That looks really quite nice. So I did some stupid things when I was young, and I'm trying to undo them by going on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9. I'm trying to get my work out there. Hey, I've already got it on mirror image. These ones are on mirror image. I forgot to print the ones off that were not mirrors. Silly me. Kill off the mirror image. But basically, kill off the mirror image, put in 2. But basically, I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news to get in touch with my partner Luigi, as well as become a successful photocopier artist. And I really want to make something of my life. I want to redesign the photocopier as well one day. Even though at the moment I'm disabled and disability doesn't pay much. You don't get much money when you're disabled, so I'm trying to get this stuff to go to air as fast as possible. Even though it seems like a daunting task, I'm not going to give up, folks. I know I'm onto something good, and I will therefore stick to it, folks. This is my negative images and my... let's see how we go with this. It's come up looking quite a treat. Yeah, okay. Well, that's better than I thought. I think we can now call this demo quits.